Okay, so am I live? If you are watching this Q&A live right now, comment hashtag live in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, comment hashtag replay. And if along the way, whether because you have watched the actual um, training for your first win and a question regarding your sales journey flashes into your mind, you are here in this group for a reason. There is a reason that thought entered your mind. So type in the chat if it is private. Drop me a message on Facebook or Telegram at Sean Cena. It doesn't matter whether you work with me the next 7 weeks, but it is important that we understand what you are going through in your sales career, whether you want that first win, whether you've already made your win, but you're burnt out. There's always a solution. So right now I'm going to open up a list of the questions that I've compiled for this live Q&A. And if one question comes to your mind, just send it my way. Okay. So let me just open this message up real quick. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Burnout is such a downer from Andrew. Curious, how do you help people with burnout? Okay, so Andrew is asking, how do you help people with burnout? So what is your definition of burnout? Okay, so let's have some clear definitions before we talk about this, because uh, everyone's definition of burnout is different. I believe the World Health Organization has their own professional definition of burnout. The thing is, things in life isn't always that direct and clear cut. So I have actually dissected the different types of burnout into four core categories. That is four core categories. Number one, health burnout. Number two, wealth burnout. Number three, performance burnout. And number four, relationship burnout. So it could be an issue with your current physical body. It could be an issue with how you perform under pressure, under duress at work. It could be how you handle your relationships, okay, or it could be your relationship with money. And these four different areas, a lot of times when you are going through the burnout, you actually don't recognize it. Why? The reason is because a lot of times your body is conditioned to actually endure the fire. You understand what I mean? So it's like a frog inside a boiling water. It doesn't realize that it is slowly being cooked alive. And the only time when you, as the frog, realize that you are actually going through burnout is when what I call the wake up call happens. Suddenly you have a health scare, or someone around you has a health scare. Suddenly you have a health crisis, or your partner leaves you, like myself in 2018, or suddenly you choke, you crack under pressure, or you just break down and you just cry. Or there are other more subtle symptoms that are equally severe. When was the last time you actually had a time to sit down and do this? To actually, sorry about that, to actually enjoy a cup of your favorite drink in peace without having to worry about hitting your sales target, paying the bills, dealing with your relationship or emotional problems. So a lot of this stress, people don't talk about it because there is no drug that can cure it. There's no one that they can go to solve it. So what most people do is they tank, they absorb, and until when they hit their breaking point, they either snap or they experience the wake up call and it is too late. So what I hope is, I always hope to step in earlier. When it is very early on, I always remind my clients of the warning signs and symptoms, but usually they'll say, no, Sean, I'm fine. And then 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, one day, 3 months down the road, they're going to text me and say, I need help, I'm burnt out. So by the time I step in, it's usually quite serious. Okay. And how we help people with burnout is a very complicated process. And what I can tell you is, at the end of the day, there is always a root cause behind your burnout, whether it's health or wealth or performance or relationship burnout. There is always a root cause. And what happens is most people don't want to care about the root cause because it's troublesome, it's tedious, it's painful, and just people just they use alcohol, right? They use escape, they use coping mechanisms to just sweep the problems under the rug. They just sweep it under the carpet. And usually it takes 5-10 years for the volcano to completely erupt, and then everything comes crashing down. So my solution is always to identify the root cause. And by the way, in case you're wondering, most people, 99% of people, will never know or understand their own root cause, much less they will ever understand how to heal their root cause. And when people try to self-diagnose the root cause, they tend to behave like weeds. So they keep growing and growing out of proportion because you don't know how to self-heal. So by the time someone is really, really burnt out, their hair starts to fall, their skin starts to peel, and it is just not a pretty sight. Okay? So what we do is we target the root cause. And what at the core of the root cause is always a bundle of beliefs. It always goes back to your beliefs. And what we do here with the sales domination system that I have presented to you in the last training for your first win is we're going to go through a 7-week live mentorship program where we're going to get on a Zoom call once every single week, and I'm going to personally train you to instill all these beliefs that you are a 6-figure closer. So you're going to live like one, act like one, carry yourself like one, and by definition, attract results on that frequency. To do that, to achieve that first win, your first 10K, because if you have 10K a month, you are a 6-figure closer, right? This 10K is not going to fall on your lap just because you listen to some affirmations. If that was the case, you would have made it a long time ago. So to those of you that want that first win, even those of you that have already made your money and you want to heal, okay, you need micro wins in your fundamentals. Success isn't a done for you program. It doesn't fall onto your lap overnight. You need a series of micro wins. Your discipline, your ability to overcome fear, to have focus and clarity so you can think accurately about how do you create opportunities in sales? How do you seize those opportunities? How do you be in control of your days so that by the end of the week, you actually hit your sales targets? Okay, and then at the same time, experiencing the inner peace in yourself. And all this goes down to self-belief. So I'm going to train you to use affirmations to create the seed. And then over the next 7 weeks, the program is going to start sometime in the last week of October, give or take. Once we get enough students coming in, it's going to start on the last week of October. So get resourceful. It's going to be $997 as long as you're buying before I launch it to the public. And when I do, it's going to be a minimum of 3K. So this 2495, we're going to raise it. Okay, its minimum is going to be 3K. But today, if you get in, you secure your place, put a deposit down, you can get in at 997. We're going to get on. What are you going to be doing in the next 7 weeks anyway? Netflix, old habits. If you want to work in sales, money shouldn't be an issue. Because if you could invest this 1K and use my method to grow your business into 5-10K months consistently, what is it worth to you? And this is not the process where I'm going to just throw you a bunch of tools and then leave you to figure out shit on your own. This is going to be a step-by-step daily accountability. You understand? It's daily accountability. Why did I put in the live mentoring sessions? Why did I put in the daily accountability? It's because I know that for you to succeed, for me to succeed, I can't just throw you a bunch of tools and make it cheap and leave you on your own to die. We need to work together. This is a hold your hand till the end guidance. It is a hold your hand till the end guidance. That is why it is worth in 997 investment. If you want to sell stock to other people, some of you are selling high ticket. You want to hit the 10K milestone, but you can't invest 1K, then I don't know what to say. You tell me. Okay, so head over to sena.live/firstwin. That is SENA .live/1STWIN. That is SENA.live/1STWIN. That's sena.live/firstwin. Lock in the price at 997, and then we're going to get on 7 live calls over the next 7 weeks. I'm going to train you to overcome the hurdles that I have overcome in 2018, and then since then I've never looked back. If you are able to land yourself an opportunity where one sale your commission is 1,000, 2,000, it is all mindset. Okay. Now another question from Yuan is, when do you consider it to be too late? When do you consider it to be too late? I think Yuan is referring to the burnout earlier. So it is not up to me to consider when is it too late for you, because I'm never too late. I'm always early. So these questions apply to the individual person. When is it too late for you? When you've lost all your hair? When you've lost all your skin? When you have lost years of quality time with your family? When you have lost your health due to the constant burnout that you're experiencing because you can't create the breakthroughs and take control of your life? This is what I call the EEP, the enough is enough point. It's not up to me to tell you when it is enough is enough. Every person has their own breaking point, and like I said, most people don't take action when they have the chance to do. They wait till the wake-up call takes them out, and they're like, oh my god, I gotta do something, but I don't know what to do. Let me text Sean. And that's when I come in and I'm like, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, I told you, your beliefs have to be there. Your foundation has to be there. You got to have a livable life. What's that? That's pillar number 4, right? You got to have the human touch from a mentor. That's pillar 3. You got to learn the science of affirmations to create self-belief. That is pillar number 2. You got to have wealth and paradigm. That's pillar number 1 that I covered in the Your First Win training. And they don't care about the foundation until the universe tests them under pressure and they crack, and then they realize, oh my god, where is my foundation? And by that time it is too late. So I gotta throw the question back at you, to whoever is thinking about, how do I know if I burn out and when is it too late? You have to ask yourself, when do you want to create change? How many times have you wanted that breakthrough for your first win only to fall backwards? And how many more months and years can you do that? Because every single time you procrastinate, you're telling the universe to keep you stuck in reverse. And how long more do you want to be stuck in reverse? When is it time to say enough is enough? Okay, I'm going to do one last question. How do I know the affirmations will work for me? So I'm not sure if you listened to the training where in pillar number 2, I talk about the science of affirmations. So you must understand that your current results now, okay, is a direct reflection of your self-talk. If you have read this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, okay, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shed Helmstetter, okay, you realize that all of your current results are a mere reflection of what you've been saying to yourself all the time, consciously and subconsciously. The difference is, a lot of you salespeople, you are smart. You can cite all the books. You can quote all the theories. Then the only problem is I know it, you know it, but your subconscious, it doesn't know it. And if your subconscious, which is more than 90% of your mental operations, your programming, it doesn't know it, then your program is always going to keep you stuck in reverse. So you are already using affirmations. Every single morning when you get up to yourself and that voice inside your head saying, you are not worthy. You don't deserve 10K. You don't deserve that promotion. You don't deserve a loving relationship. That little voice is basically you affirming yourself. And have you actually done anything to counter that process, to nurture a new seed, a new belief that will grow into results? Because you can't ask me, does it work? You are already affirming yourself. The question is, are you doing it in a certain way that leads you to hitting your first win? Or are you doing it in a automatic default way that is based on your family's old programming, on your parents' old programming, on your old programming? How do you know which program is winning? It's very simple. Just look at your results. If you have been stuck for too long, you're making all the mistakes, you're sabotaging yourself, there's no question. This needs to change. Your paradigm needs to change. And this program is designed to change that programming. Do you understand? So I can't really see your comments here. So if you're watching this at a later time, even if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else and a question flashes into your mind, drop it in the comments. I will always pick it up and continue to answer your questions because your questions are vital. I don't think there's any group or teacher out there that's going to solve your problems at the level of your root cause, at the level of your self-belief. And what I understand is most people, they are afraid to ask because they think it makes them look weak. But let me tell you that if you're able to put all your weaknesses in front and turn them into strengths, because you learn and you grow and you face yourself, you'll never have any weaknesses. Okay, so share your story. Step forward, share your questions, share your goals. Okay, and if you want to keep it private, fine. Drop me a message on Facebook Messenger or on Telegram at Sean Sena, that is SEANSENA. Once again, for 24 hours, this offer will be taken down, and the next time you try and get in, it will be 3K. Couple of students have already signed up, so I won't be able to accept everyone because I want a 100% success rate. So make sure that you're someone who's going to follow through with me. Daily accountability every single day for 7 weeks. If you want results, you got to put in the hard work. This is not a done for you program. This is not a done for you program. Success is not a done for you program. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to be accountable to me, to yourself for the next 7 weeks, only at a cost of $997. If you keep this $997 in your wallet, in your bank, how are you going to spend the next 7 weeks? Still stuck in reverse? Still living the old cycles? Still doing the same old habits? I believe that is not what you want. So if enough is enough and you want the results that I have, you want the clarity, discipline, focus, and breakthroughs that I have, head over to sena.live/1stwin. So long, if you're watching the replay, so long as you're able to access the link, the offer is on. Once you go to this link and you see a blank page, it means the URL is down because I've taken it down, and we're going to lock in the new price, which is the minimum is going to be 3K because that's what it takes to work with me. That's what it takes to earn your results. Because once you get that first win, assuming it is your 10K, 20K goal, once you get that first win, it's not so much about the money because the money is a mere reflection. It is a mere result. The fact that you can carry that weight at 10K, 20K, 6 figures, it means that you as a person, you have transformed. You want that transformation, you got to have that awareness, that decisiveness, and you can't be decisive if there is no action. You have to take action right now and follow through and do something to break that cycle and for once start playing to win. I hope my message is loud and clear. Any comments, questions, feedback, send them my way. Type in the comments. You can write to me on Telegram at Sean Sena. If you're watching this replay over at YouTube, continue to send your questions in. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so every time I do a video, you get notified. Until next time, it's Sean Sena. Have a great day.